Welcome to my waterfall collection. This is only part of it. I am a waterfall lover from way back, and I have hiked to over 1,000 of them. Is it any wonder that at some point I would translate this to New York City? So join me the rest of this week as I go hunting for some waterfalls in Manhattan. Morningside Park is one of those places you might never have heard of. It sits between Harlem and Columbia University on the Upper West Side. So today, we're going to take a trip through here to Morningside Park and its waterfall, or maybe not. Join me, Terry Dixon, for an adventure for anyone as we take a walk through Morningside Park and try to find its famous waterfall. Morningside Park is up here just northwest of Central Park. You can reach it most easily by the B or the C subways at 116th Street, at which point you will find yourself on the east side of Harlem. Now, Harlem is a beautiful neighborhood, honestly. There's lots of old buildings here. It's being gentrified a lot, and it's a great place to take a walk. But just off of 9th Avenue here, you're going to find yourself entering Morningside Park. Morningside Park was created back in the 1880s. And it has been around for a very, very long time. One of the reasons this park was made was because there's a 100-foot high cliff in it made of solid rock. And it goes for about 13 blocks, so they decided to build a park around it, because what else do you do with something like that back in the 1800s? So you will find yourself on many levels in this park. It is a beautiful park, and that rock cliff is one of the few natural features in a Manhattan park. You really don't find them often. We'll be looking around this week. You'll see exactly what I mean. So this is a beautiful park. It is a haven for students. You have the Seligman Fountain here, which was put up in 1914, and some other beautiful sculptures, monuments, and even a fountain around the park. And you'll absolutely love it. But back in 1989, Columbia University had it in their heads to build a gymnasium down here, so they dug a huge crater. And after a bunch of protests and kickback from the students and the neighbors and everything else, they decided not to do it, leaving a crater here in the park, which filled up with water and is now a pond. And it gets green like this. So in 1990, they decided to build a waterfall. It's not natural, but by 2019, it had really had enough and it quit working. So what happened was in 2024, they completely refurbished it. Now, it's back where those trees are. However, the day I was there last month, it was not running. So this was part of my waterfall hunt that turned out to be a snipe hunt or a wild goose chase, whatever you want to call it. So, putting that aside, because I hear it is working again, let's take a walk around the rest of this park. Now you can see on the south end here, you've got basketball courts, ball fields, and what you have out there is you have a very historic dugout. This comes back from the 1800s as well for baseball. Then you traverse this cliff through many, many steps. I looked everywhere. I don't know how many steps it is up this cliff, but it is 100 feet. Remember that. It's all natural up here. It is forested. It has beautiful flowers along it. It is shady, and it's great on a hot summer day, as it was when I was there. That shade made all the difference. So, barring that whole waterfall that I didn't get to see, I've seen many pictures of it. I swear it's got to be real. I don't think the pictures are fake. But so we decided to take a walk through the rest of this park. Now, as you come up to this upper level, you are transitioning neighborhoods. and we're taking a walk through the woods across the top of the cliff in the beautiful Morningside Park. It is 13 blocks long, like I said, and it is maintained very well. The waterfall still is having some hiccups, I think, especially with drought, flood, whatever. This up here is the area where they come to work on that waterfall, as a matter of fact. So we were walking, and we were enjoying lots of animals. I mean, you saw the pond down there full of turtles. And in New York, the wildlife is very tame. You have squirrels, rabbits, birds that will even come up to you, not just the pigeons. So this park was constructed way back in the 1880s. It was a beautiful piece of work, stone steps, iron fences, natural borders along the way, and leaving that beautiful natural forested area of Morningside Park. So eventually you get to the top of the cliff and surprise, bam, you are in the Columbia University neighborhood. Up here on top of Morningside Park sits Columbia University. It is one of the oldest and biggest and best universities in the country. It is an Ivy League college. And you might have seen some parts of it that I didn't go to that day in a little movie called Ghostbusters, because that's where they were supposed to be working before they got kicked off campus and decided to become the Ghostbusters. So just another little stupid history up at Columbia University. But at any rate, all of this is up here at Morningside Park. It's up between basically 113th and 116th Streets. You can go over to the Columbia University side and take that one train back to the train station. But I have just one more little thing to show you. There are platforms up here with some other amazing statues. And once you are up on top at this viewing platform, look at this view out over North Manhattan, the Bronx, and Harlem. It's absolutely gorgeous, waterfall or not.